Hello and welcome. I'm Anthony Hudson. We're ready for Saturday night football. Tonight, we're coming to you from Marvel Stadium. Not often we have the roof open for a night match, but that's the case tonight. Fairly low crowd in here today. Collaborating with me in the commentary booth is Gary Lyon. Welcome, Gaz.
Thanks, Hutto. Tonight should be a great game.
Tonight's match between St Kilda and Hawthorn. They run on in full confidence, they're looking sharp, and the crowd are appreciating it. The cheer squad's hard work is paying off. The banners are looking great.
We know the scoring capabilities of our team, so it's all about the defence of both sides. If this turns into a shootout, it becomes about which team holds up better defensively.
They run on in full confidence, they're looking sharp, and the crowd are appreciating it. I'm really looking forward to seeing how they play today.
You're right, Hutto.
The captains make their way into the middle for the toss. St Kilda wins the toss. Both these teams coming off losses. These lineups look very strong, and both teams look fired up and set to go. Just waiting for the opening siren now. And here we go. It's St Kilda taking on Hawthorn. McAvoy moves it by hand. Hanbury couldn't stick the tackle on Shields. Decides to kick. King has it. 40 metres from home. Goes for the goals. Kick on the way. Smiles all round. The first goal of the match. We resume hostilities. McAvoy palmed it down. Jones gets the loose ball. Handballs. He can take off after that handball. Caulfield just dismisses Bruce. Dishes it off. To behind. Hawthorn now only trailed by 5. Howard with a low spearing kick. Strong with the body and wins the mark. Hanrahan keeps it moving. Missed the target. Higgins drives the kick. Showing control was King. St Kilda supporters delighted by that effort. Pucci's second on the board. He acknowledges the crowd. St Kilda have kicked the last 2 goals. 11 points the difference. Goes short by hand. Picked off by McAvoy. Just sends it into space. Sinclair just fends off his opponent. Receives the handball and takes off. Terrific mark there. Butler elects to kick. Marked by Membry. He gives it a ride. Finds this and marks well. Goes through. Behind. St Kilda covered Hawthorn by 12. Turned it over. Loney goes off the deck and nails the goal. Celebrating hard. St Kilda have 3 in a row. St Kilda off to a good start. The ball mopped up. Cousins uses it by foot. Intercepts the ball well. The handball hits the target. Tips it towards half forward. Billings got hands to it. Hands it out to open space. Higgins comes away with the ball. At full stride, receives the handball. Through for -4. St Kilda looking good early on, considering the options on the kick-in. Ball gets cut off, hands that ball to the opposition. Warple couldn't snaffle it, just dismisses his opponent. Butler cuts it off. He takes the shot, looks okay off the boot. He delivers with a drop back, gets his first. They get around him after that effort. A fast start by St Kilda. The game is back underway. Brooksby won the hit out. Ryder couldn't stick the tackle. He gets his hands on the footy. Fights the good fight. Scrimshaw puts it into space. Linking by hand. Going for goal number one. Found space for an easy mark. It's a turnover. Looks with hands. They can link up now. She likes her chances from here. The teammates rush over. That's 5 in a row for St Kilda. The margin is 31. And now got the hands free. A quick handball from 21. Going for goal number one. Mitchell sends the drop punt on its way for another goal. A much-needed goal for Hawthorn. He's excited about that one.
He did really well there and gets the reward.
Back in the middle, has the rucks go at it. Guides it down with the ball now. Phillips puts on a big hit. Cleanly picked up. Caulfield dug out the loose ball. Caulfield won himself a free. With a driving kick. Webster just put it on the boot. Spills the mark. Jones landed in his back on this occasion. Sinclair controlling the airwaves on this occasion. Moves it by foot. Hanbury marks in a bit of space. Uses it now. Ends up turning this ball over. Frost with a penetrating handball. Has it now. I'll have it. The umpire calls for a stoppage. What can you tell us, Gaz?
I'm waiting for something to change the way this game's going right now.
Clark will be the recipient of the free. He spears the ball. An easy grab for Webster. Puts boot to ball. Billings there to mop up. Quick handball. He drives it. Caulfield hangs on to that one. Looks to move it by foot. Mitchell the better man there.
Really good mark. Big effort.
Goes with the kick. Strong mark in the contest. 45 metres out. Kaczynski lining up now on a 45-degree angle. Puts it on the boot. Spent that one before he earned it. Quickly onto the boot. Membry gives away a free for in the back. Has to do better than that in the mark contest. Hardwick driving kick inside 50. Kaczynski picks up the loose ball. Going for goal number one. Nurses that ball through the big sticks.
He's absolutely loving it. Why not?
Look at them celebrate that effort. Hawthorn have kicked back-to-back goals. And suddenly they find themselves with a chance. We'll get a stoppage. Taps it down. Thank you, I'll have it. Ball up in the centre square. Marshall got the tap. Wilkie collected the ball well with a burst of speed. Just a moment. St Kilda lead is now 20.
The Saints have been poor with their ball use. They've turned it over on too many occasions, and it's allowing the opposition chances to score.
Plays on from the kick-in. Marks now and can send it back. Membry delivers with a straight drop pass. That's his first. Gets some reward for his efforts. St Kilda doing well at the moment. About to resume play.
The Saints have got on top in the clearances, but they're not hitting the scoreboard. They can...
Shields, quick hands. Warple just streaming past and gets the footy. Hawthorn with a lot to think about as they trail by 26.
St Kilda should be happy with their lead, Hutto. They came out focused and committed to a very good game plan.
The game was fairly open for the first quarter with plenty of goals to be had. What can you tell us from the stats, Gaz?
Hawthorn are giving up too much free space on the opposition. They're allowing them too much.
The second term ready to get underway. We're back in the middle now. Thrashes it. He gains possession. He wins possession. He's worked hard and probably needs a chance to rest. McAvoy powers through the tackle. He lays off the pass. Just gave it away. Butler puts it on the boot. King marks uncontested. St Kilda would love to make the most of this opportunity. Puts it right through the middle. Puts through his third goal. Congratulated by his teammates. The lead is now 32.
Great bit of play that resulted in that. Some great ball movement there. You just knew they were going to score. Hawthorn aren't getting their hands to the ball in the contest. The modern game is all about winning the hard ball, and they're not doing that today. St Kilda aren't making the most of their hit-outs. It's going straight to the opposition.
Puts it into the 50. Goal-scoring opportunity for King. A strong pack mark. What a kick, and he puts it through. He celebrates hard after that. That's 3 in a row for St Kilda. Now they lead by 38. McAvoy aims for his man on the ground. Slams it on the boot. Good mark by Steele. Unfortunately, lets them down there. The Saints by 39. Intercepted. Listen to the fans celebrate as he drives that through.
No doubt about it.
Marshall can put through his first. This lead getting bigger now. Look at him. He really enjoyed that one. Just gave it away. Mitchell kicks in heavy traffic. They'll be pleased with that effort. A nice long goal. His teammates rush over. Hawthorn fighting hard, but still with work.
It hasn't always been clean, but they've got the goal.
Umpire ready to resume play. Wins the ruck duel. Did well to control the ball. Here's Ryder. Keeps it moving. Shows some physicality. 21, short by hand. Bruce hacking it out of there. Big chance to score from this inside 50 stoppage. Can you tell us anything at the moment, Gaz?
I'd love for the coach to send a message out there and tell these players to take the game on.
Manufactures the handball. Just releases the ball. They create the turnover. Arches her back. Still finding a way through. A chance to put a second goal on the board. The top punt goes straight between the big sticks. She's really enjoying that goal. St Kilda starting to exert some dominance now. They lead 64-19. Marshall thumps it clear. Hanbury with clean hands for a difficult bouncing ball. Hammers it. Cousins finds possession. Releases the handball. He's got the footy in his hands. No issues with that drop is enjoying that goal. That's 2 in a row for St Kilda. Now they lead by 51.
That came off the back of some good work further up the ground. That goal will be a real confidence boost. You can see he's up and about now. St Kilda can be very damaging if you allow them time and space. They've been able to find space way too easily today.
Tap came from Brooksby. Finds the loose ball, using every ounce of energy she has left. The drop punt sails between the big sticks. That's her third. She's doing a job there. Gets some reward for her efforts. Back with another centre bounce. Brooksby gets onto the ball. Didn't fumble. Going for goal number 1. A kick towards goal. Pretty happy with that one. Hawthorn close the gap to 51. Back in the middle. Guided down nicely by Ryder. Kicks in heavy traffic. Doing well to intercept that kick. Looks up with a kick. Good man. And looks to send it back. Fans crossing their fingers, hoping he can put this one through the big sticks.
Now they look to trap. Hawthorn haven't been able to set up many set shots at goal, but I'm not sure that it's the forward's fault. The ball has been coming in way too slow. You can't expect your forward to kick a winning total that way.
Looking for options now. The boundary line wins this race. Marshall coming on.
It's just smashing out there at the moment, and it could get worse.
Umpire tosses it in. Missed the target. The handball now from Gia. The kick ends up hitting the post. St Kilda lead by 51.
They can't afford to be missing too many chances in front of goal. You've just got to do better there.
Sicily to bring it back into play. Easily takes the mark.
St Kilda haven't been in control. They've given up way too many uncontested marks and are letting the opposition set the pace.
Bruce couldn't dispose of it properly.
Big tackle.
Elects to kick it long. A strong mark in the pack for a battle. Might be too far out to score. Move it on. He takes aim. He was celebrating that goal the moment it left his boot.
He's enjoying every second of it out there.
Another goal. He's kicked a couple now. He loved that one. About to resume hostilities. Thumped by McAvoy. Handball's out in front. Intervening brilliantly was Wilkie. Ryder flicks it over. Jones grabbed it clean. They can create from this with quick hands. Shields links with a teammate who can run. Moore scoops it up. Going for goal number 1. He sums up the situation and delivers.
Of course, Hunter.
He acknowledges the crowd. Hawthorn trying to work their way back on the scoreboard.
That's a really good team goal. They're looking more dangerous inside 50 now. Great reward for effort. Well, when you look at the shots at goal, there just hasn't been enough scoring opportunities being created. Get the ball inside 50 and give your forwards a chance to take a mark. Hawthorn forwards are dangerous anywhere inside 50. They just need to be given a shot.
The ball spills to 21. Massive kick here. They need to convert this opportunity. Hawthorn trying to get back to a manageable score. Decides to keep it alive. Kaczynski getting in on the act. Goal! And delivers with a desperately needed goal. Smiles all round. Hawthorn behind by 44. We're back in motion. 1 down. Showed good control. Elects to kick over the top of the pack. Jones decides to play on. Uses it by foot. Ball hits the deck. Gets it out of congestion. Pushes through with power. Clark releases the ball. Intercepted. Butler steals possession. He slams it towards goal. Cut straight through the middle. He celebrates hard after that.
This is how they can score, Big Hutto. If they can do that on a consistent basis, it's massive.
He has the ball. Jones drives it out of the pack. Nice mark under pressure. He can take off after that handball. Not long left in the term as we approach half-time. Loney with a brilliant rundown tackle.
Constant pressure and rewarded.
Marks it on the move. Puts the handball out in front. Marshall earns a free kick. Opportunity once again for St Kilda. That's it for the first half. What can you tell us, Gap? Ryder just landed in his back. Let's have a closer look at the stats. Second half action about to commence. Centre bounce. Ryder just swats it away. She's leading the ranking points.
She's doing everything right.
It's going to be close. Long kick there. Will it go all the way? It does. This kick has extended their lead. Celebrating hard. We're back in the middle to resume play. Ryder with a punch. Cousins fends off the tackle. Sends it clear of the contest. Winning the ball in the air was Kaczynski. He flicks it over. Gives the old don't argue. Finds out the tackle. Moore failed to get rid of it and is penalised. Wilkie shut him down.
Showing some really good pressure there.
Thank you, Ivan. Now it's a baller.
This game is out of hand and could go downhill even further.
McAvoy collects it. Ball gets cut off. Ross dismisses his opponent with disdain. The loose ball picked up. Go for goal number one. Higgins delivers with the goal. Gets some reward for his efforts. St Kilda could kick the last 3 goals. 62 points the difference. Puts it into space. Shields a bit too casual with the tackle. The loose ball scooped up. Frost manufactures a handball. At full stride, receives the handball. Takes possession. A good result there, and that's a goal for Kilda. Another goal for Loney. He's got 2. They get around him after that effort. The umpire set the bounce to restart the game. Shields moves it by hand, and now they're away. Will kick the ball. Got boot to ball. A mark by Butler. Drives the kick hard. He gets above the crowd. Membry tries his luck at goal. He loved that one. St Kilda had 5 unanswered goals. The margin is 74. Ryder with the hit. Ball up in the centre square. Thumps it clear. Vital has the ball. Brooksby goes long and delivers the goal. Congratulated by his teammates.
It's great to watch, Hutto. Plenty of excitement.
Back in the middle. Punched away. Up for grabs for Wilkie. Rushes with the kick. Out of bounds in the pocket.
The sting has been taken out of the game right now.
Won the hit out. He's got the football now. Lining up for goal number 4. The Saints beginning to apply their supremacy on the scoreboard with a lead of 114-45.
St Kilda are costing themselves with turnover today. They need to find a way to control the play better and stop turning it over.
Gets the loose ball, gets the ball out of heavy traffic. A chance to gather the ball. 21 doesn't get low enough and gives gives away the free. Wilkie tries to gain some territory. Hanbury gets in the way. Just through the ball. Here's a chance for Billings. Big kick required from this distance. He heads for home. Taking a nice break. 20 metres from home. Should be simple from here. Moving on. He likes his chances from here. Pretty happy with that one. The lead is now 75. The umpire set the bounce to restart the game. The ball in the hands of Shields, one of only a few possessions. There'll be a ball up in the centre square. Marshall clears the contest, wins the race to the ball. Bound away to keep balance. Vital looks hurt. Gary, what do you think it is?
He's coming from the ground now, Hutto, but it didn't look great.
Found a way to keep it alive. Eventually the ball goes over the line. It'll be a throw-in.
They just need to find a way to work back into the game right now.
McAvoy got in the better position. Moore won himself a free. Sinks the slipper into it. Good mark there. Bruce right on the edge of his range. Goes the long option. The mark is taken by Kaczynski. It's over. They want to make more of those opportunities. Margin in a really tricky situation.
St Kilda have actually turned it over more than the opposition, but they haven't allowed that to translate into scores. It's why they're still in front.
Gives away a free for in the back. Chose to kick it. Nice hands. 30 metres from home. They are desperate for a goal now. He kicks that goal with purpose.
Yes, Hutto.
Look at him. He really enjoyed that one. Hawthorn looking for some scoreboard respectability.
He knew that was home as soon as it left the boot. That's a really good team goal. Hawthorn are allowing the opposition too much room on the outside. They need to close them down faster once they break away.
Back in the middle now.
St Kilda are winning the ball out of the clearance and are capitalising. It's much easier to score when you're always on the front foot.
The tackle. Kick by Sicily. Dug out the loose ball. Needs a bit of a rest. Clark just took way too long. Just handballs into space. Receives the handball and takes off. He gets another possession. Battle with a chance for a third goal today. He's excited about that one. St Kilda lead is now 74.
This is how they can score big, Hutto. If they can do that on a consistent basis, it's massive. That goal will be a real confidence boost. You can see he's up and about now. St Kilda are getting more of the ball on the outside, and it's their outside run that is generating plenty of scoring opportunities.
Dunstan can't hold on to the tackle. Slick with the hands. Shields has a teammate on the move. Hits the target by hand. This is Sicily. Finds his man. A lot of possessions for him. Sinclair just hunted him down. Chips it towards half forward. Looks like the ball will be coming back. Almost cut it off. Shields looks in need of a spell. He just throws that ball. Advances now. He takes the mark. Billings with a chance if he can keep his cool. Fends off the tackler. Bruce releases by As we go into the final change, the scores are St Kilda 126, Hawthorn 52. A big final term coming up.
The Saints will be looking to not only hold their lead, but they want to put this beyond doubt early and run away with a big win.
Anything to add, Gaz?
St
1 quarter of footy to go.
Oh, they've got to take some risks now. They can't afford to waste any time.
Ryder on the tap. It's offline. St Kilda, but 75. I haven't seen him for a while, Gaz.
Yeah, he's barely touched the ball, Hunter.
Picks up the loose ball, hands that ball to the opposition. Wants to keep it moving. Is in his possession. Scoops up the ball. Handballs to no one in particular. He wins possession, turned it over. Penetrating handball. Shields gets a quick kick away. The ball goes over the boundary near the 50.
There's not too much going on out there at the moment.
Toss back into play. McAvoy guides it down. 21 goes by hand. He has the ball. Clean pick up by Billings. He's really making an impact in this game, Gaz.
You're right, Hutto. He's an absolute ball back.
She gets her hands on the footy. She's got the footy in her hands. Thrown in now. Winning it was Brooksby. Gathers it now. The kick from Phillips. Dunstan doesn't take the mark. Collects the loose ball. Lobs the handball. Ball up in the centre square. Clears the contest. A clean pick-up. Ryder gathers it now. Blasts it inside the 50. Takes that one strongly. The kick goes out on the full from Gia. Marshall runs onto the field. Steele did well to win that ball. Not happy with that kick as it goes out on the full. Takes possession. Is excited about that one.
Of course, Hunter.
Membry love kicking that one. That's 2 in a row for St Kilda. Margin getting dangerous now. Shields looking a bit sluggish out there. Fought hard to get a handball away. Warple on the end of the turnover. It's a turnover. Got the hands free. Has a runner alongside him. Steele runs them down. Good opportunity for St Kilda to put a goal through here. Sweeping handball. She heads for home. A drop back. 3 to go. She's kicked it out at 5. Extraordinary. That pushes the lead further out. She acknowledges the crowd. Brooksby gets it down. Shields moves it now. I haven't seen him for a while, Gaz.
You're right, Hutto. He's gone missing lately.
Difficult ball control. Dunstan wants to keep it moving by hand. He goes it alone. On its way. No problems with that kick from Steele. And that puts them further in front. Look at them celebrate that effort. St Kilda have kicked the last 4 goals. Building a nice lead.
He knew that was home as soon as it left the boot. He did really well there and gets the reward. Hawthorn have struggled to get the ball forward to centre. Look at the inside 50 difference. They're getting well beat.
Back in the middle, has the rucks go at it. Brooksby thrashes it. Marshall struggling to run at the moment. Goes inside forward 50. Off hands. Intercepted. He pops through the goal. Knows where the goals are. And he's got 4. Loney getting them further in front.
Great bit of play that resulted in that.
Umpire ready to resume play. Slapped away. Releases by hand. Is in his possession. Tough ball to handle. It Intercepted by Sinclair. He's got the football now. Ryder, hurried kick. Takes a simple grab.
If they just maintain possession and hold onto the ball for a moment, they should be able to hold on here.
A chance to reload the attack now. Moves the ball by foot. Warple got under it. Got plenty on the kick. Scrimshaw marks it. Goes by foot. Using every ounce of energy he has left. His teammates rush over. They continue to push this lead out.
That came off the back of some good work further up the ground. Some great ball movement there. You just knew they were going to score. Hawthorn just aren't running for each other or creating space to work into. And as a result, they haven't been able to earn many set shots inside 50.
Thumped clear. Has it now. McAvoy gives it to the player running past. Mops up the loose ball. Hanrahan sends it clear of the contest. Howard wins the ball in the air. Puts boot to ball. Marks in a bit of space. Uses it across half-back. Hanbury with the mark. Winds up and goes long. Ryder wins the marking contest. Decides to kick. Vital applying the pressure.
A great defensive effort. Fantastic tackle.
St Kilda finds a way to get that one through. They are starting to stamp their dominance on this game. He's enjoying that goal.
They're looking more dangerous inside 50 now. Great reward for effort. It's great to watch, Hutto. Plenty of excitement. Hawthorn haven't been able to set up many set shots at goal, but I'm not sure that it's the forward's fault. The ball has been coming in way too slow. You can't expect your forward to kick a winning total that way.
Taken by Clark. Finds his man. Kaczynski has a great set of hands. 35 metres out. Move it on! He decides to go for home. Chalk a goal up the ball. They kick the goal to stem the flow. Are we about to see a shift in this game? Pretty happy with that one.
It hasn't always been clean, but they've got the goal. They're looking more dangerous inside 50 now. Great reward for effort. The Saints are leading the inside 50s, and right now that's converting into scores.
We're back in the middle to resume play. One down by McAvoy. Picks up the loose ball. Clear free. Just put both hands in the back. Has to do better than that in the mark contest. Caulfield kicks it. Does well to cut off the kick.
Well, when you look at the shots at goal, there just hasn't been enough scoring opportunities being created. Get the ball inside 50 and give your forwards a chance to take a mark. St Kilda forwards are dangerous anywhere inside 50. They just need to be given a shot.
Marks now and can send it back. Membry found a way to mark that one. Move it on. The game never reached any great heights, and it ended as a bit of a one-sided affair. How did you see that one, Gaz?
St Kilda just know how to play together. It's been a solid team performance, and they can reap the rewards.
Thanks, Gary. The final scores are St Kilda 163, Hawthorn 58. That's all for today. On behalf of myself